Y'all already know what the going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST. And nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer.
Lil Tay just made over $1 million in 3 hours on OnlyFans. And guess who's right behind her, cheering like it's a graduation? Her own father. Let that sink in for a second. The same man who once dragged her through a brutal custody battle is now out here praising his daughter for stepping into the adult content game the second she turned 18. We're talking about Lil Tay, the internet's most infamous 9-year-old flexer, the girl who cussed like a rapper, flashed fake money, and acted like she was living in penthouses, when really she was just standing in houses her mom had access to through her real estate job. It was a full-on performance. None of it was real. Not the lifestyle, not the money, not the cars. It was all a script, and the people writing it were her own family. Her brother? He was directing her like she was a child actor in some hood soap opera.
If she was actually a virgin and she's posting like almost nude, but not quite, but making a bunch of money off it.
Yeah.
There's like two contradictory things going on right now.
Yeah, she wins. But the problem is, I don't want to tell anybody to not do anything.
Her mom, she got fired from her real estate gig after it came out. She was using clients' properties as backdrops. And her dad, he swooped in after all the chaos, claiming he was trying to save her. But now, he's proudly reposting her OnlyFans launch like it's some kind of empowerment milestone.
So it's my 18th birthday on July 29th, and every male has been counting down to it and literally telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?
After years of silence, Lil Tay randomly died in 2023, or so her Instagram claimed. That post was taken down within hours, but not before it sent shockwaves across the internet. Everyone thought she was gone for real. Then in 2024, she came back with vague updates. Something about a brain tumor, surgery, and healing. People were confused, but they were listening. And then, boom, July 29th, 2025. Tay turns 18 and goes straight into adult content. No warm-up, no subtle rebrand. She dropped her OnlyFans the same day she became legal. And within 3 hours, she allegedly banked over $1 million. A former child star, once known for being exploited online, is now raking in cash for jumping into the adult industry the very second she turned 18. And it's not just disturbing, it's straight up heartbreaking when you zoom out and really look at what's going on here. Imagine this. Most teens turning 18 might go out for dinner, hug their family, maybe dream big about college, travel, or building something positive, but not Lil Tay.
Swatted my house, you psycho. Abusive father, Chris Hope, swatted me to prevent me from continuing to expose his misogyny, abusive behavior, and domestic violence. You cannot stop me. You cannot silence me. This is not just for myself, but for all girls and women.
Nah, she was on social media, counting down the days like it was a Black Friday drop, teasing grown men with posts like, "I'm legal soon," and hyping up the launch of her own OnlyFans like it was the Super Bowl. She didn't just cross the line, she ran toward it with a spotlight and a business plan. This was supposed to be a turning point, a fresh chapter, but instead, it turned into a digital strip show wrapped in confetti. And the saddest part, her whole family's hands are dirty. We're not talking about a broken home in the emotional sense. We're talking manipulation, strategy, and control. Her mom and brother already ran the Lil Tay brand like a circus back in the day. They used her for views, clout, and even faked her death just to get people talking again. That wasn't grief, that was marketing. And now, the chaos continues. Tay's publicly accusing her own father of some insane things, posting creepy Craigslist ads, pressuring her into wearing revealing outfits, and creating a toxic home life so unstable that Child Protective Services had to get involved. It's the kind of stuff you'd expect in a dark documentary, not real life. I can't do anything. Yeah, no joke, he literally can't. If her dad even breathes the wrong way, says the wrong sentence, or tries to step in now, she could flip it on him legally, twist his words, claim coercion, and boom, dude ends up in handcuffs. That's how the game works now. And Lil Tay, she's playing it with no mercy. This is the same girl who faked her death for attention, who turned her family into a public battleground and now markets herself like a product on a shelf. And guess what? Millions of people are cheering her on like she's breaking barriers, when in reality, she's breaking boundaries that should have never been touched. But why is the internet so quick to celebrate this? Simple, because she's figured out the ugly code of this clout-driven world. Money is the only thing that matters. Not morals, not truth, not protecting yourself or your family. Nah, just whatever goes viral next and how much you can stack off it. She's not just promoting herself, she's promoting a message that anything is worth sacrificing if the payout is big enough. And now the youth, they're watching closely. Teens are out here thinking, oh, so this is the hack. This is how I get rich. Forget college, forget building skills, just grow your audience, tease something wild, and cash out the moment the clock strikes 18. And no, Lil Tay didn't invent this formula. She snatched it straight from Pod Baby, aka the Cash Me Outside girl, who dropped her OnlyFans right after turning legal and made millions. Same exact setup, same hype, same disturbing countdown like it's some kind of twisted holiday. Lil Tay even posted a throwback photo with the caption, "Should I recreate this on OF?" Like, what are we even doing anymore? She flat out admitted that grown men were flooding her DMs, counting down to her 18th birthday, like predators waiting for the green light. Everyone's been asking me to drop the link. Her own words, this ain't empowerment. This is commodifying innocence for clicks and coins. It's not some rebellious rite of passage. It's a calculated PR rollout for digital exploitation. And here's the kicker. Kids see this and start thinking, why should I work at McDonald's or grind at some boring call center when I can just do this and get rich fast? Just think about it. Someone out here grinding at McDonald's, earning $5 to $10 an hour, barely making ends meet. Then they open their phone and see girls like Lil Tay or Pod Baby making millions in just a few hours off OnlyFans. No job, no boss, no schedule, just a camera and a link. That's how quick it looks. That's how easy it feels. And that's the problem. It's not even seen as work anymore. There's no industry to climb, no skill to build, no career path to follow. So why would the average young person feel motivated to do things the right way when the fast lane looks so much more rewarding and so much faster? This isn't just some internet phase. It's becoming a cultural shift, and people should be calling it out because the whole situation is getting gross. Honestly, girls like this are messing with the minds of the next generation. They're showing teens that it's better to sell yourself than to build yourself. They're turning dignity into a punchline and turning fast cash into the new dream. And the scariest part, society's starting to clap for it. We're watching values dissolve in real time. What used to be shameful is now trendy. What used to be private is now monetized. And the line between influence and manipulation is completely blurred. This is how you destroy a generation's mindset. You replace respect with likes. You trade dignity for dollars. You make it seem like morals are optional, and the price for success is just your soul. Sure, they might end up rich, but let's talk about the price tag. That reputation, gone. That resume, burned. That family, torn apart. Just look at Lil Tay. Her own mother and brother treated her like a marketing tool, faked her death just to stir up views, and tossed her into internet chaos while she was still a kid. And now, she's out here throwing wild accusations at her dad, painting him as the villain while he stands there, legally silenced because she's 18 and he's got no say. It's a mess, a public, painful mess. Where's the love in all this? Where's the care? Where's the real parenting, the protection, the peace? Nowhere to be found. If this is what making it looks like in 2025, if this is the new version of fame, then we're not raising influencers. We're creating walking disasters. This ain't inspiration. It's a cautionary tale with 1 million likes. And it's not just Lil Tay. Remember Sophie Rain? Yeah, the one who pulled in $43 million in a single year on the same platform. That number alone should make you stop and question what we're really rewarding now. Even Joe Rogan called it out. On his podcast, he straight up criticized this whole system, the way it targets girls, glamorizes adult content, and sells it as empowerment. Derek, the platform's own creator, was sitting right there while Joe laid out all the ugly truths. And what was the response? Nothing. Silence. Because deep down, they know it's true. Girls like Lil Tay, Pod Baby, and Sophie Rain aren't building careers. They're pushing a lifestyle that's reckless, dangerous, and toxic to the core. And the worst part, they've learned how to game the system. They use the law like armor, doing just enough to stay legal, but still maximize shock value. It's calculated, it's cold, and it's working. They know where the line is, and they walk right up to it every time. Meanwhile, kids are watching, learning, and copying. And unless we wake up, the cycle's just gonna keep going. This is why we need to stop hyping it up. Stop calling this boss moves or self-love. It's not. It's a business built on fantasy, fame, and exploitation. And we keep feeding it with every like, share, and subscription. If we care about the next generation, we've got to shut this down now. Change the mindset, shift the conversation. Stop treating this behavior like it's aspirational when it's actually damaging. But hey, that's just one take. What do you think? Are we heading straight off a cliff with this? Is society starting to lose the plot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.